Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jonathan here. Jonathan, the sports judge. Hope all is well. The Lakers just lost a tough one in Miami, one that they probably wish they could have back. Um, this was a game that, you know, a game in which all the odds were stacked against them. They were missing a lot of players tonight. They didn't have their full team tonight, and Frank Vogel had to roll out with a different rotation tonight. Without Anthony Davis, without LeBron James, without uh, Tucker, and without Kyle Kuzma, who was dressed in a colorful two-piece over on the sideline tonight. If you guys saw him, but the Miami Heat simply made the Lakers pay for all their turnovers, all their mistakes, and the Lakers just couldn't take care of the basketball tonight. They had too many turnovers, and that killed them. And down the stretch, the Lakers, they were very much alive. They were, still in the game. The game was winnable, but the Lakers in the end couldn't pull it out. They couldn't get the victory tonight. It would have been a nice victory with all the pieces that they were missing, but this Laker team, man, um, they're not they're not that great without LeBron and without Anthony Davis. They need both of those guys back if they're gonna make a playoff push. I mean, I know they got Andre Drummond. I know KCP was sensational tonight. He dropped the season high, 28 points tonight. He was magnificent out there scoring. That's what kept the Lakers in this game. The Lakers were fortunate with all the turnovers that they had to still be in the game late. They had a multitude of turnovers that, could have easily resulted in a blowout by the Miami Heat, but it didn't turn out that way because, of course, the Lakers defense kept them afloat, kept the game close. And then you had KCP dropping dimes tonight. If KCP and Alex Caruso and all those guys can shoot consistently, the Lakers might have a chance, but they need both of their superstars back if they're going to win another chip. They're not going to do it without those guys. They just can't. Um, the Lakers could have did a lot of things better tonight. Dennis Schroeder had a lot of turnovers tonight. I think he led the Lakers in turnovers, by the way. I'm not too sure, but I mean, they just couldn't take care of the basketball. And if you have a lot of turnovers, you're not going to win the game. But, people should have expected them to lose. They didn't have a lot of their players tonight, and this was kind of expected. Now, Saturday's game is going to be tough because now they match up against the Brooklyn Nets, and we all know how deep and stacked they are. If the Lakers have a lot of turnovers and they don't clean that up and don't, limit the amount of turnovers, they will easily get blown out by the Nets on Saturday night in prime time because that game is going to be televised on ABC, part of Saturday night NBA prime time. So the Lakers better bring their game on Saturday night, and hopefully they can rebound against a very, very good Nets team. But man, it's hard to watch the Lakers right now, but I do believe that the Lakers will be fine. A lot of people are already hitting the panic button. I think it's nothing to worry about just yet. I would be more worried if AD and LeBron is not back in time for the playoffs. But I know that LeBron will be suited up come playoff time. I know LeBron will be out there because LeBron doesn't miss too many games and he likes to be out on the court, you know, competing with his team and contending for a championship. The question I have is AD's health. Where is he? What is his status? Will he be ready to go come playoff time? I'm a little concerned. I'm a little worried because I think he's been out longer than expected. And that leads me to believe that he's not 100%, that he's not close to nearly being as healthy as, we seem to believe. I don't know. Maybe the Lakers are just resting him because they don't want him to have a setback or they don't want him to experience the type of injury that Kevin Durant did. You don't want to bring him back too soon and then he re-aggravates something and then he injures something else. That's the worst that could happen. That's the worst case scenario for the Lakers. They don't want that because without Anthony Davis, the Lakers are not winning. Like I always say, LeBron needs Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis needs LeBron. But this was a tough loss tonight. Hopefully the Lakers can regroup come Saturday night. We'll see how that game goes. But the turnovers just killed the Lakers tonight. And that's why they lost the game. But they were very much so in the game. And the game was winnable. And, there's times that they played with a lot of energy. And then there was times where they just looked disinterested. That they looked disengaged and not really into it. But we'll see what happens Saturday night. See you guys later. You guys have a good night. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Take care. Peace.